Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyger1324 up here today with a long overdue video, and that's a review. We haven't done a review in a long time, and we're actually going to be reviewing Mafia 3 now. Like I said, with most of my reviews, it's not in-depth review, it's more so my opinions, what I thought on the game, etc, etc. Now, I was very impressed with Mafia 3 in the sense that this was one of them games that I really enjoyed start to finish, and nothing really pissed me off about it, which is kind of a weird thing, because most games have something about them that really gets to me and makes me rage or something. Now, coming off of Mafia 2, Mafia 2, however, was the only Mafia game that I had played in the series, and I felt that game, while it was good, had a lot of things that could have been improved about it. But did this game do the right thing? Well, Mafia 3, the story in this game is basically you play as a man known as Lincoln Clay, and it takes place in the sort of like the 60s in America. Yeah, 1968 it takes place. And as we all know, America wasn't exactly the best place to be if you were of a different race. A very bigoted place in that time in history. And this game sort of takes note from that, and actually, to be honest, it's quite a powerful game, and especially with the things that happen, all this whole thing about a race war and all this stuff, this game is essentially that. Basically, you just get shot in the head at the start of the game by an enemy sort of leader, mafia guy, and then you basically have to, you know, go through the whole mafia process of taking them, the hitmen and all the, taking down all of their people one by one, their capos as you might call them, one by one, and then you get your revenge in the end. It's a pretty, you know, it's a basic concept revenge story, but to be honest, it's enjoyable. The story wasn't the worst I had ever saw, and it does it in a pretty cool way, in the sense that you play the game, and then when you do some missions, you take a cutscene of this interview, which is, you know, an interview that's happening at a later date and things like that. And it was a really good, a really enjoyable story. It kind of felt like you were watching perhaps like a Mafia movie or something, if you combine all the cutscenes, sort of this, or a documentary as well. It's kind of an interesting style, and it worked quite well in this game. And as for graphics, I felt the graphics were pretty decent, and I believe this game is actually Xbox One enhanced now, is what I believe. I'm not entirely sure if that's true, but the graphics I felt were pretty decent. The character design, you know, everything looked like it belonged. There was nothing really out of place, and like I said, the world in the game is, it's you know, it's active, but it's sort of, you know, this is the 60s, you know, you've got all your people, you've got all your racist people and things like that, and the game doesn't shy away from that, which I applaud, because a lot of people don't want to show the world for what it truly was and truly is, you know, and you know, 2K sort of went all in with that, and you know, I can't really complain. Yeah, it's powerful. Yeah, it's wrong. It happened. But, you know, if you forget about it, and if you just leave, like it says at the start of the game, we decide to show this in the game, because if you completely ignore it, and then you're doing it as big as an injustice as those who were a part of it, kind of thing. You know, don't turn a blind eye, kind of thing. You know, there is some history behind this game, so you might learn a few things, of course. And, you know, I like games that are historically somewhat accurate, you know, like Assassin's Creed is another sort of one of these historical games that a lot of people like, just to see what the world was like in that era of time. And, you know, the sound and everything, yeah, everything felt good. The voice actors were pretty decent. There was nothing I could really complain about in the sound, audio, visual department. Now, a few things that are, well, this gameplay, what is the gameplay like? Is it just a GTA clone? No, it's not. In fact, this game actually sort of reminded me a little bit of Sleeping Dogs, in the sense that, you know, you can only have 2 weapons, and you know, you can only have 2 guns, a main and a secondary, and it's got a basic sort of upgrade system. The upgrade system could have been a little bit better is what I felt, but there is a cool concept in this game where you have like, because basically how the gameplay works is, you know, like I said, you take over districts, you know, so someone will give you some things to do. I'll go and kill this person, go and take out these supplies, that sort of thing. That was quite basic and repetitive, and there wasn't really a lot of original thought in these side mission department, I felt. But there were a few cool story missions as well thrown in there. So the story missions were good. The ones where you actually do different things. The side missions, they're enjoyable, but they could have been a little bit better. They could have been through in a kind of a different one here and there. The gunfighting and the cover system worked pretty well. There was no complaints there. Stealth in this game was a lot of fun. Using stealth in this game was really a viable option. You know, it's not like some games that say, oh, you can do stealth, but you can also go for all in if stealth doesn't work. This game, it doesn't feel like, you know, it pushes either one on you, but often, you know, you can start off stealth and then you have the advantage if you have to go loud. And, you know, there is some strategy involved in trying to, you know, plan out where you're going. Do you want to go, you know, silent hitman? Do you want to take your silent SMG or pistol? Take out the guy, you know, the amount of times that, you know, I did all these different, you know, while it said it was the same sort of thing, an area, you know, sometimes you have to come back to the same area twice to do the mission. But it always felt like, you know, planning and stuff, and playing it out, the gameplay sort of, while, you know, it was the same, it did a good job of, like, you know, the stealth style of, you want to go stealth this time, and you could plan it out and strategy. I felt that was really fun. I enjoyed that. Driving mechanics as well. Driving was really cool as well, because it had sort of like this arcade style of driving. Now, you can switch it to normal simulated driving if you wanted to. I didn't. I felt the driving was pretty cool. It was a bit weird at first, but once you get used to it, it's really fun. And like it's similar to GTA in the sense that you can slow down time as well while driving, but you can also do it while shooting as well, similar to GTA 5, but that was only certain characters had, you know, that ability, whereas this guy had both. Overall, I really enjoyed the gameplay aspect of it, but like I said, the side quest could have been a little bit more, could have thrown a little bit more in there, you know, even if you're taking out this guy, you know. But it was a really good game, and the ending in this game was pretty good as well. There's 4 endings, I believe, in this game as well. And another sort of strategy thing involved is you have these 3 followers. Now, it said that there's an achievement for keeping them all alive. So part of me thinks there's an ending where you can get one of them killed. And then there's an ending where you become the boss of the Mafia, or you know, or do you just leave town? It's kind of one of them moral decisions. Do you want to be a good, lawful neutral? Do you want to be bad? Do you want to be really bad? You know, that sort of thing. But I really felt that was pretty cool. And, you know, another sort of thing, like I said, you know, if you don't want, you say, for example, you wanted Vito to have a certain area, you know, Cassandra and, I forgot his name, the Irish guy. I forgot it, but it's in my head. So if you decide for him to have it, the other 2 people get pissed off. That's kind of annoying, but it makes sense, you know, kind of realistic in that way. These aren't 3 people that all get along. These are 3 people that really don't like each other but have to work for a common cause. And that's pretty cool. It's some of them, you know, mishap kind of things. You know, does it work? Does it work? You know, who knows? Overall, the story and the gameplay was pretty good. I enjoyed it for that. Now, why isn't this game why isn't this game got the best rating? Is it because of just what I mentioned? Well, no, there is quite a few glitches. Yes, this game has a few glitches in the game, and I mean, there's the weird glitches, like where people seem to get stuck in the ground, cars just randomly get stuck in the ground, things like that. Some of them are really funny, like I shot some guy and he got caught in a box, and the box was spinning around in the air, and the other guy's like, oh my god, one of our men have been killed. I'm like, I've been more concerned why there's a box flying in the air, but alright, whatever. It can be a bit dumb like that. And there are a few other weird glitches I've found. When you go to select a mission or accept a mission, make sure your character isn't running, because if you walk past the guy and hold X, sometimes it doesn't register the mission being accepted, and you can't get it back until you literally go off and do another mission or restart the game kind of thing, which is really annoying. And it even happened to one of the story missions as well, where it just wasn't working. But a lot of people have complained about that as well, and it's just a simple fix of resetting the game, getting killed kind of thing, checkpoint. But that's the glitches kind of side of things. So not perfect, but definitely an enjoyable game. Is it worth now you can get this game for about £10 to £15 nowadays. Is it worth that? Yeah, it's worth that. It's a pretty long game, but not the longest. It's about 20 to 30 hours long. You know, again, it all depends on your play style, what you want to do. The replayability of this game, other than, I don't know if there's difficulties on this game. Like I said, there's like 3 or 4 endings, so if you want to play through all of them and see all the endings, you can. And then, of course, there's your basic collectibles and things like that. But you do get to see some old issues of Playboy, so if you want to see some tips from the 1960s, you can do that. But overall, Mafia 3, I enjoyed this game. I'm going to give this game a 7.5 out of 10. You know, 75% or 3.5 stars is what you might call it, or 4 stars, whatever. I enjoyed this game. Could have been a little bit better in some aspects, but like I said, nothing really pissed me off about it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty fun game. It's definitely one that I recommend if you enjoy open world games or Mafia games set in a Mafia style, like Godfather, etc. But yeah, it's an interesting game. It's quite powerful. It doesn't shy away from the truth, and I think it's a game that we can all learn to accept that. And accept that, you know, some games will just go there, and while that might not be great for some, you know, you can't really complain there. And like I said, this isn't a game trying to be racist for the sake of it. It's doing it for, you know, showing off what life is really like. But then again, you know, it's a game, it's a TV show, but you know, whether you believe in all this stuff, I'm not racist or anything like that. I don't support it. But I do support what this game did, in the sense that it wasn't pretending that none of that stuff happened. You know, the truth hurts, but people respect the truth, kind of thing. But like I said, if you guys want to check this game out, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth a play. I'd recommend just maybe borrowing it off someone as well, completing the game. Because like I said, you know, it's just basic collectibles and different endings. But if you really want to play through it all again, then feel welcome to. I'm probably not. I've finished the game now, so I'll probably end up trading it in at some point and probably getting a few other games, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, sorry it's not the longest video. Logan not here today. WrestleMania tonight. I can't fucking wait for WrestleMania. It's gonna be so good. It's not gonna be so good the next morning when I wake up, and the next day I wake up and I've had like 3 hours sleep. But what can you do with a drunken sailor? What can you do with a drunken sailor? I'm going to put some tunes on in a minute, play some PS4. I'm probably going to go through the PS now again, just play a few different games today. I'm maybe doing this thing where I might just play a different game every day now, you know. Yeah, and if it's, say for example, if it's a game that I completely played 10 minutes of, I'll just play another one kind of thing. But we shall see. And of course, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. And of course, feel free to comment below. Let me know what you think of Mafia 3. And I know you all appreciate this one, Carl Warder. You always comment on my video about Mafia 3. And yeah, I finally did it. I was going to do a gameplay video today, but I couldn't be asked to set up my laptop, guys. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to do it. Just want to chill, play some games. And of course, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And join the family. I don't know why I went Scottish-Irish then, but oh well. And of course, guys, have a nice day. Oh, God, voice crack. Bloody hell. And of course, guys, have a nice day. That's a bit better. Have a nice day. Whatever. So, yeah. hope you guys, if you guys are watching WrestleMania tonight, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to hear your thoughts, and hope to see who wins. It's going to be great to see Daniel Bryan wrestle for nearly like 3 or 4 years, man. It's crazy. He had one of the best WrestleManias of all time, in my opinion, WrestleMania 30. Just because of that match, and it was a very memorable WrestleMania. I know I'm going on here, so take care and bye bye, and I'll see you in the next video.